Hello. Hello, 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 hello. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day or an evening or just, hope you're feeling wonderful right now. If you normally come to my streams, this may look a lot different than normal. Um, Wednesday nights are the nights I usually dedicate for drawing. I have done one so far. It was actually really good. Uh, and then I had gotten sick. Seemed like almost every Wednesday I would get a headache. I don't know why. Or I just didn't feel like drawing that night. I had a little bit of a slump the last couple weeks, so recently, as of like last weekend, I decided I kind of want to draw again. So it kind of came back, and then I had this idea that it's not like a brand new idea. This is not something I will say I created, but I wanted to do a wheel spin for something that I would draw. Um, so I came up with three wheels. So that's why it's Wheel of Chaos because there's three of them because I like wheels. They really do help me decide things in my own personal life. So I thought, well, it could help me with my art stuff too. So I have three wheels on the screen right now. I have one. The first one is for creatures. So that one will pick the creature, and then I have one for a theme. So and the last one is the mood of the creature. So the theme's kind of going to determine a couple different things. One, what it might be wearing. Two, where is it going? Or three, kind of also colors. Um, so yeah, also I created this week my overlays. I'm getting there. These are just static. I kind of want to learn to animate some things on it to make it move so it looks fancy and nice and pretty. But and, I'm gonna get music on in the background so you're not listening to good old just me. So let me get something a little bit more calming to start out with. So I'm gonna turn that down for me, and hopefully it's not. Put it right there for you guys. Hopefully you guys can still hear me okay. Okay. So as I'm talking, so the wheels. So what I'm gonna do? There's question marks right now because I had not spun these yet. I'm gonna spin them momentarily. And then what I'm going to do is fill in that little box there it says tonight's quest, the creature, the theme, and the mood. One, so I don't forget. And two, if someone happens to come into the stream, like while I'm drawing, you could see what I'm doing. And if you are brand new here, my name's Nyx. I am a artist and gamer, mainly gamer. I think right now I do more gaming streams than art streams. Art for me is a little bit more of a private thing, but I do want to just share, and then I kind of want to use these streams, more so for myself so I can, practice kind of getting out of my comfort zone because I put some things on this wheel that I've never drawn before. I've learned that I like drawing creatures. There is one on there called Demon. Demon is usually the person I usually draw, so I put something a little bit more comfortable on there that's a little bit more human-like. But yeah, so stick around. I'll play some tunes. I have a couple of playlists I want to go through. We'll just see what mood I'm in. A lot of times the music I play determines what I draw. So I will stop rambling because now I do feel like I am rambling. So I'm also a little nervous. So let's do this. We're gonna spin the wheel, and I'm sorry if it's loud. I'm gonna put its wheel. It does do noises. But let's go. Ooh. Alright. What do we have tonight? Is it gonna be chicken? It's a chick. Okay. Okay. This makes me really happy that it's a chicken. I am not crying. So tonight it's going to be a chicken. The theme is space, and the mood is playful. So that's lovely. So let me get this typed in to the good old OBS. So, oop, that's not a keyboard. That is my tablet. All right, we have playful. And I'm hoping this updates. Yes. This is all testing for me right now. This is my guinea pig stream. And I'm glad it's a playful space chicken. We're gonna do a play. And I know the fonts aren't. I'm being more critical of myself. These fonts are not interesting. I'm going to change that. I can hear my art teachers kind of yelling at me. But that's okay. For 5 minutes that I whipped this together, I think I did pretty good. Alright, we're going to close that. Alright, close that out. Sorry, I'm doing behind the scene things, so I'm really happy. Let me also put in... I'll put this in chat. Tonight's creature in case they want to see it. We're gonna just say playful space chicken. And maybe someday I'll have all this stuff automated. That'd be fun. Middle and okay. Sweet. You know what? I might put that in. We'll just do that. Next time maybe I'll put in the change the name. So let's hopefully this all works. Hide you, hide you. Oh no, we don't want to hide you. You stay. Come back. Alright. I'm just gonna move this guy down to like there, because you don't need to see all my layers. I'm sorry for the awkward pauses. I think it's my ADHD brain. Sometimes I'll like start talking something and I'll pause. It feels like my brain's trying to catch up, or my mouth is trying to catch up with my brain, or whatever. Alright, so I need to... So we're drawing a chicken. And I'm gonna talk while I look up some reference photos, because, you know, all things aside, you should not feel shame in doing reference photos. If someone tells you you can't, don't believe them. You can definitely look at reference photos. Because if I didn't look at reference photos, this probably wouldn't look like a chicken, even though I myself have chickens. They all look different. So some of the stuff we're going to do in the beginning is going to be purely warm-up, because I have not drawn on my tablet for a little bit. Been kind of doing a lot of traditional work lately, and now I can't see chat, so that's a bad thing. I'll put that over there. Alright. I kind of want to try music-wise. A new set. I think I did this before. So it says it's... Well, if I get kicked, we'll find out. I kind of want to listen to this. Shuffle. Alright. Enjoy. Hahaha. Oh, we're already starting. Okay, come back here, mouse. There. Oh, that's embarrassing. Alright. Do that. We're gonna do some warm-ups because I'm not sure how this chicken's gonna look right away. I kinda want you... How about... There we go. There we go, and I can see everything. Okay. There we go. Now I got it. Now we're working. Okay, we're gonna start at the recorder. So, as it says, tonight is the Playful Space Chicken. So I'm gonna do some sketches. We're gonna start with... I just need to turn the music down a little bit for me. think that interferes with you guys. I do apologize. Like I said, this is my first time doing it like this. So, just bear with me. Alright, we'll do that. Now I can see chat. Okay. So, chicken. That's a really big brush. Let's go to... Is... I think it's under pencils. Yeah, sucre. Oh, it's a very big brush. Let's bring that down to... How's that feel? That feels better. Okay, we'll go with this brush. Bring it down to 25. See, does that look okay? Yeah, it looks okay. So let's do it. You see that okay? Yeah. Got that. Good. Okay. So, chicken. I think I'm just gonna do some fairly rough just chickens in the beginning here. So no judgment. Trying to figure out how I want to draw them. And then we'll work on a space chicken. So chickens kind of have, they're kind of fun shaped. It's like I like call them. Sometimes you'll see them like this, like if they're laying down. And I want to draw a head. And if I found it sound a little far away from it, just let me know. So I'm going to draw a hen. I draw very stylistically. This is not going to be a realistic chicken at the end of the day. And like I said, I'm just kind of warming up right now, doing some basic shapes. Kind of give her like a little like that. And since she's a hen, I kind of want to give her... It's funny when I look up like other artists and how they draw chickens. Everyone kind of has like a different way of doing it. I don't want to spend too much time on each one of these, so let's also do a... Let's see. You can do their beaks kind of off to the side here. Oh, this is not looking like a chicken. That's okay. Okay, let me give it the comb. Try to, oop. Chickens from the front. What does that kind of look like? I should just go outside and look at my own girls. So a little fun fact about me. I have, at this point, 10 chickens of my own. All hens. We don't have any roosters. And they are all wonderful creatures. That's why I got really giddy in the beginning when I saw that the wheel picked chicken for me tonight, because My chickens mean a lot to me. They are very special. Because you may not notice, but chickens have very big personalities. Each one of them acts differently. Each one of them has a unique way that they cluck. And I love giving anything eyebrows because it helps with expressions. But chickens, like, yeah, maybe they're not always the smartest animals in the world, but they have personalities. They are individuals. I have one chicken. Pretty much, if you put blindfolded me and put me up with my chickens, I could tell you who's who, just based on how it sounds. Let's see, how am I gonna give it a smile? Maybe have this tongue out. They do have tongues. Ooh, this music got really... well, whatever. So I think I'm done with that one. I kind of like that direction. Let's take it fully straight on. And play with maybe tilting. So their beak's kind of a triangle. If you give her like kind of like it looks like hair. I think playful's the only part that's gonna be a little hard for me. Nope, that looks sad. Kind of like this one. I kind of like how this is going. So let's bring her to another. Let's bring her over to here. Okay. And sketch more of her in. Deselect. It's so dark now. Maybe she has. She's kind of getting there. Kind of like reviewing some references currently. Kind of wanted to give her. I know it's not. I think that makes more sense in the next Passover. I'm just trying to get roughly what I want. I kind of want to give her fluffies. A couple chickens, their cheeks are puffy. I think it's really cute. Alright. And I know this looks a little awkward right now. We'll make this work. Maybe I won't give her a waddle. Because not all waddles are really that big. You can have little ones as well. Hello, Stellar. How are you doing? Oh, that is a chimkin. I think I'm gonna have to look up, like, I want her legs to kind of just want her float in space. But now I kind of want her to have, like, it looks like a spacesuit on a chicken. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna get rid of that over there. So I don't have to deal with that. Alright, I'm gonna look up spacesuits. Okay, well, I kind of like where I was going. Maybe I'll give her... She's supposed to be playful. She's very stiff right now. Alright, we're gonna do this. She kind of looks more like she's floating out the fix that wing. It's got look like she's got two wings over here. Okay. So I have quite a few. Whoops. I have quite a few breeds of chickens on my little. It's not a farm, but we have. One's called Easter Eggers. A few called just Rhode Island Reds. Rhode Island Reds are like your typical chicken. I try not to make this like a documentary on fun facts about chickens, but I can't help it. I'm a chicken person. Love my girls. Hold on a second. What up, babe? Alright. Back to chicken. So let's see. This is. space suits have boots? They do have boots. I do apologize if I miss chat or if I get really quiet. It means I'm just thinking. If you just joined, my name's Nyx. I'm an artist and a gamer. I game multiple times a week. I think I'm up to 3 times I game. And then I have a stream on Wednesdays where I do art. This is actually only my 2nd time streaming art. We did a wheel or a little earlier, so I have a wheel set up that will pick a creature, which tonight was a chicken, a theme, which tonight is space, and then there was the mood. I am sorry. It's been a long day. The mood, which this time is playful, or for the first time, it's playful. So I am trying to draw a chicken inside of a spacesuit. What you can't see is I am actually looking at some references of spacesuits currently. I was gonna just do it from the top of my head, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to guess on this. I got a husband that loves NASA. Like, will not let me live it down if I don't make this resemble something. You know, it's still, at the end of the day, for a chicken. So I'm just doing a rough sketch right now of what I had in my head. I'm gonna probably move on to a little bit more tighter sketch here in a second, and we'll see if we'll get to line art. We may not actually finish this tonight. I just wanted to spend one night a week where I go out of my comfort zone a little bit and try something new. So that's why I came up with the wheels. I would never have thought to sit down at my desk and draw a chicken in space. A playful chicken in space. We're gonna try to make it look more playful. Might use some artistic, fudging of what the chicken's mouth actually does. I can't think of the word I'm wanting to say, but that's what we're doing. So I'm on my first kind of rough sketch. I don't like how she's kind of tilted. I don't know. I kind of want to make her... She's so static right now. So I'm just gonna bring down her opacity a little bit, and I'm gonna try to find... Oops. A more... We're gonna bring in a different color for sketching so I can see a difference. So if I make her even like that, it would be a little bit more interesting if we can kind of bring her around here. Alright. So we'll still do her head. But we're gonna bring her head a little bit more to the side. Alright, let's try... This still might be... I think what it might help me if I get her body. Her head, I mean. To kind of be where I want it to be. So I want her... Tilting her head a little bit. I know people have done like warping. So if we let's not destroy this one. Let's make this let's duplicate it. Just hide that for now. Maybe we'll use oh, that's a big brush. Oh, is that liquefied or is that? Yeah. Let's instead go here. Just kind of. I think I can make this. No, we're not gonna do it. Yeah, supply it. Trash. Bring that back. Okay, we're gonna just do it the old-fashioned way. Actually, you know what I want to do? We're just gonna use this as a reference. There are certain things I like in that sketch, but we don't have to keep with it. I like the eye shape and the placement. Beak. Kind of want her to have a smile. Artistic liberties. That's what I was thinking earlier. Artistic liberties. Where we generally have a shape of a chicken. But take some liberties to make her a little bit more fun. And she's having fun in space. Yeah, she's starting to look good. Let's go back down to here. Alright. So she's gonna have an emblem right there. Gonna build her a helmet. I want her to kind of look like she's flying through space. Let's see. Add these guys over here for the lights. Oops. Stretch break. And if you're watching along, make sure you stretch every once in a while. And if you're drawing along, also do that too. And hydrate. Okay. There are some really strange spacesuits out there. It's like, again, like what you can't see are my references. You just see Space Chicken, which, looking back on it on the other screen right now, it looks really good. I don't usually say that about my stuff. I am not one. Okay, we're not doing that. Maybe we gotta figure out where the tail can go. I kind of like how she's coming out. She looks really cute. So on the left here in the lighter gray, that's where we started. If you want to see what the warm-up looked like, which is even more funnier. Let's see, where's my warm-up? There's our warm-up. So that's where we kind of saw that shape that I kind of like. Gave her a really playful, kind of cute look. And then from there... Oh, you stay there, honey. You guys go away. I have an extra layer in here that has nothing on it. And this is where we were heading. But I felt like she was a little too static. She was kind of stiff. And something I've learned as an artist is this action line. So for this one, I actually started with that. I had this line here to kind of guide me. And it's not perfect. I kind of look at it and, if I flipped it, it'd probably be awful looking. But for a sketch, I'm happy with it. I can see where it's potentially gonna go. So I'll probably stick with this. I kind of, I wanted her to feel a little bit more than just like, and honestly, looking at some of these space, they kind of all look like they're just floating in space, which is probably fine, but I want her to be a little bit more playful. Maybe we need to bring this... Maybe what's bothering me is over here. This might need to be a little bit more like here. Maybe that looks a little better, and this is... And I always start out with really loose sketches at first, and then I build up from there. So I can see things now that I might change in the next level sketch. In the next level sketch, I will do a smaller brush. I might still stick with the same brush. And then I'll flesh in a little, make it a little bit tighter, but right now I'm just trying to get the loose sketch, and I'm kind of avoiding and talking a lot more because I'm avoiding the body, which is kind of scaring me a little bit. But we'll see. I'm still kind of reviewing some spacesuit to see. I mean, some of these really don't have much on them. I'll give her some decals, maybe around that. Give her like some banding. And chickens are very round. We're gonna get rid of our remembrance now, just kind of bring her to the forefront. I might too. Well, what I'm doing here is just kind of playing around. Like, what if I brought that in a little bit more to her head so it's not so far out? Just, oops. And make sure you save often. You don't want to happen to lose all the work you just were doing, as that has happened to me. And then so I've been drawing for, I'm just gonna say, a long time. Let me make her have little boots, because that's cute. Yeah, I've been drawing since for as long as I can even remember. I remember drawing at restaurants when my parents would take us out to eat onto the napkins. I would draw practically on anything the placemats, napkins. Anytime my mom or they had crayons, I was always happy if they had crayons available. Kind of want to do a background idea while. I did go to school for art. Or college, rather. I went to college for art. I studied basically graphic design and web design. And I don't do anything with it now. Not to make it sadder for anyone and discourage anyone, I'm just saying. Sometimes you have to be flexible where your career may take you. And now I draw because I love it. I don't have to draw. I draw for me most of the time. I can literally say I've only done like one commission so far. I don't know if I'll do any more or not. I might. But if I give any kind of advice for any other artist out there is just don't give up. Realize that you will have weeks, months even, and in my case, could go up to a year, where you don't have any drawing or no motivation to draw. It just feels like it's gone. Don't be discouraged by that. Sometimes, as artists, we just need to have breaks. And that's okay. And if this is not their type of talk right now, feel free to go. I just like to talk about my own experience. That's kind of another reason why I wanted to have this stream as a way for me to not only share how art, but give advice to maybe other artists out there. Okay, that's chicken. That's new layer. That's background. We're gonna combine these two. But if you're interested in that, stick around. There'll be times where I probably won't say a single word, because unlike in gaming, where it's a little easier to do that. There we go. I should really name these. It's gonna bother me. Also, an advice, name your layers. Maybe not right away, but eventually name your layers. So we're gonna call this loose space chicken sketch. And this is, we're gonna, can I merge these together without messing that up? No. Alright. Call this warm up 1, or warm up 2, because technically it was second. Warm up 2. And warm up 3. Oh, I've already been streaming for over an hour. Alright. And this is going to be the actual like sketch. Okay. So we're gonna bring this down. Okay, so you could still kind of see it, hopefully. Alright. Now, I don't want to use a completely black, so I use a dark gray. It has a little bit, I think this one actually has some blue in it, which is fine. And we're gonna, let's see, is that tight enough? Kind of. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit on her. I'm gonna change my brush out completely. Because I want... Ooh, it's a really... I got used to all my macros. Okay. Alright, you know what? That's fine. That's really dark. That's almost looking more like line art. I don't want quite line art, but I don't want... Actually, if you do that, we go here. Okay, I like that. Alright, but I just want it not 25. Okay. We're not looking for perfect. Just trying to... I could go straight into line art, now that I think about it. Alright, we'll just do this though. A little bit tighter sketch. And then after I get this down, we'll go into color. Pretty much, I am digging this playlist though. Yeah, this is probably where I'm gonna start going quiet. And so, you know, if you're in chat and you have any questions, feel free. But also feel free to just lurk. I do that. Anytime any streams I go on to where I'm just like in the background. No pressure. Occasionally, I'll do. So I'll pick off the layer below it, see if I like it. Okay. So after this, we'll take a small break. I'm gonna look for color palettes after I get this sketch figured out. Kind of like it if these are off a little bit. Artistic liberties. Yeah. Hey, radio. Yep, chicken. And from here, I'll just touch up a few things. Not worried about lines that intersect. Right now, this is not final line art, this is still just a sketch so I can go into color. Okay. Is it perfect? No. Am I happy with it? Yes. Because I am creating. Alright, let's pull up some of my color. I want to do something space themed. Something bright. Hey, Kales. So let's see. See how well this does. It's on here somewhere. There it is. Let me just swatch real quick. Thanks. I'm trying. So my early sketches, they were something. What kind of want to do? There we go. Okay. Where did you go? There you go. Let's go with this one, right? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna call this flat color. I'm not sure what that one was. Okay. I'm just gonna delete it. Color reference. And save. Alright, let's pick out the fill color. Put you down here. Black color. We're gonna use. Oof. Do the solid color brush. How big is that? Okay. Still. So I came over from Procreate. I might have mentioned it in my last art stream, but I'm gonna just repeat it again. I came over from Procreate to this is Clip Studio Paint. So I'm still learning how to use it. I'm on a different tablet I was using. Obviously, familiar with Procreate is a iPad only software. So I'm still doing methods that I would have normally done in Procreate, which in this case I go around the outline of my drawing with one color. And then I fill it in. I have to make sure, yeah. And then I use this as a clipping mask to fill in the rest of the spaces. And I've seen people do many different ways. I've seen people use the magic, well, I call it the magic lasso. The lasso tool, and they'll go around and do it that way. Some people do straight to line art immediately, and sometimes I do that too. It really depends on my mood at the moment. For this and for like streaming, I feel like getting to color faster is a little bit better because I kind of want to make it still interesting for you guys. I mean, trust me, I could sit here for hours just doing line art, but I don't know how interesting that is. But to see colors and seeing a drawing come to life, to me is a little bit more what I'd rather do. And even this is not even going to be a finished work. I may not post this somewhere on Instagram. Who knows? My goal here is just to practice, to share, to give a space for people. That is calming, but also kind of chaotic, because that's kind of what I am. And I'm glad I found a playlist that fits my style of music that, you know, is copyright free. I hope, unless, you know, if at any point my stream goes down, well, we know why. No, it's supposed to be. Alright, now, in Procreate, there is something, it could just be a setting. I'm going to use the bucket to fill this in. Sometimes I hate you. Yes, apply it. Alright, we're going to use, not that bucket, this bucket. Fill. And see this white line, I gotta work on settings. I have a feeling this is a setting issue where you see this line right here. I know that doesn't happen in Procreate. If I do it one more time, it goes away. So it's not a huge deal, but kind of annoying for me. Alright, we're gonna lower this opacity down just a little bit. And those are gonna bother me, but they're still there. Alright, so now we're going to create a new layer, and then we're going to click on, I'm really sure it's this guy. Let me just hover over it. Are you saying set as reference? Yeah. No, not you. That one. You turn off. Thank you. So now, let's see, what color do we want to make her? All those are very vibrant. I think I might take this purple and let's throw color theory out the window. Yeah. No, don't do that. I didn't want you to get rid of that purple. Well, that's why I did delete the reference. Okay. So, as I was saying, we're on a new layer now. This is gonna be for the chicken. So now I don't go up to the edges, but if I wanted to, I took out my paint. See, I can't go past the edges, so that's the nice thing about using, well, they call it a reference layer, or a masking layer as I call it, but it can't go past that. But we're gonna chicken. We're gonna fully color in her main color first. So I'm gonna give her this like kind of pinky, kind of purpley. And eventually I'll have to go back and get that dark color because it was kind of nice. I'll just paint her in. We're just gonna do her head because her body is actually the part of the suit. And I think I want to keep that on its own separate layer. I'm gonna go in next and I'm doing this all funky, like that's fine. That's another point of this stream, is to experiment. Okay. I do like her in that color. Alright. So she needs a little bit of a neck. She's gonna bother me if she doesn't have one. The suit layer will be on top of the chicken layer, so it'll cover that up. Alright, now we're gonna get into smaller details. Nice thing about one thing I really like about this program is like I can have more layers than I did in I'm not sure if I really like this color palette. Let's try, yeah. This color palette was a quick find on Pinterest. Full disclaimer. Another thing I really want to try are the the vector tools. Because they look like a lot of fun. Now I'm going to bleed over to her eyebrow a little bit because that will be covered up by line art. And this will also be in that color. I kind of want it below her beak. The nice thing about art is it's all up on how you interpret something. There's not really a right or wrong way of doing something. Yeah. Kind of have to do it the way you feel, what feels right for you. I use some of the other colors I already had on this color palette. Okay. Let's go in and do her eyes. So that's not pure white, is it? It is. Alright, we're gonna go in. There's something I don't do. I don't do pure white. And I don't do pure black. It just doesn't seem natural to me to do like a stark white for like the eyes and highlights even. So I always bring it in, as you can see, just itty bitty little bit. And that little bit really makes it, to me, a world of difference. That's not looking bad. What color eyes should she have? Kind of like want to give her... And right now, all I'm doing are flat colors. Yeah, after I get all my flat colors in, then I go in and do like the shading, highlights, the background, make it look a lot more pretty and interesting. The eyes, I'll get a little bit more detail with other similar colors. But that's looking really good so far. Now, I think what I might do is put the helmet, this background color for the helmet, in a really dark blue. And I'm gonna actually put that behind the chicken, so that way I don't have to worry about ruining her. I could just kind of go around her. And then this way I can just do a big fill. Making sure I connect it. As I was saying earlier in the stream, I've been doing a lot of more traditional drawing, so in a sketchbook, using mostly acrylic markers right now. I've been really getting into that, into them. They've been really enjoyable for me. Think of what I want to do for this suit. Do I want to go with this dark blue? Is it the palette? Let's go back over here to our reference. I could try that purple. Yeah, undo that. Make sure we save. We do have this. Oh, I used the dark. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same as her comb and waddle. I don't know if I want to go with that. Yellow could be cute. Unless I want to use the yellow for like the accent. Oh, the woes of an artist. Hmm. I think. Unless that's the blue. Or it is teal color. Hmm. Thinking. I want to do something different. I'm actually coming close to being done for the stream for the night. So. I might finish this one up off stream. I do kind of like her. But we'll definitely be doing this next week. This was a lot of fun. And it is possible to do chickens twice a week, or twice in a row, so we'll see if we get chicken again. I'm just gonna do this. So sometimes when I work, I just kind of want to get a feel. I don't go all the way around quite yet. So I might make the suit the blue and do something with the yellow. Oops. Haha. Alright, let's... It's not that I don't like this, it's just it's very dark. Oops. Well, now you know what my little guy next to me looks like. Alright, that's what I meant to do. Yeah, I think I prefer that. She's getting somewhere. Might wanted to play. I feel like she needs just a little bit of something over here. In order to do that, I gotta extend the bottom layer out. And yeah, sometimes I like to just color everything in myself. See, sometimes I like my wonky lines better than the... Alright, so if I go back to this layer, pick up that color again. Oop, don't want to go near your helmet though. Just color this in. Oh, I got a little piece right down here. You know what? I'm gonna go back to this layer because it feels like something's not picking up here and I don't know what it is. There we go. Again, I need to play around with settings a little bit more. Let's give her some highlight. Not highlights, but... What is my favorite brush? Cool. I gotta adjust those. Nope. I didn't ask for a straight line. What are you doing? So I'm kind of winding down. I think. Hmm. Nope. This is the importance of naming your layers at some point. I changed my background layer, the little blobby area. I don't know where it is now. It's like in a couple different spots. I just wanted to play with the color. Wait, why are you still on? You're not supposed to be this. You're pain. Oh, everything's learning. Alright, I'll take that. Just do this. Go back. Alright. Alright, let's save that. I was happy with it. If we take off... Alright, the sketches on top. So yeah, it looks a little wonky, but you know, with some line art, and I know it looks kind of like she has doorknobs on the side, but you know what? I like her. She's cute. She's super cute. She was a good sketch. She's good exercise. You know, we started out with just chicken space playful, and we kind of went from there. So I'm happy with her. If I feel like it, maybe off stream, I will finish. Sorry, this song got really interesting. I'll finish her, and then maybe I'll post her to Instagram and some of my other social media. But, yeah, thank you, everyone. My dog's going nuts. Thank you for all who came out tonight and sat, listen. I really appreciate all of you. Please go hydrate, go stretch, go do something, take care of yourselves. And I will be back tomorrow night, which I have another wheel. It's gonna be a Wheel Destiny. I have no idea as of right now what game we will be playing, but we will be spinning the wheel to see what game gets picked. So I put some of my favorites on there, some I haven't even tried yet, and we'll see from there. And it's a mix of different genres. So we could be playing a horror game, we could be playing cleaning up a house game. It really depends on what the wheel picks for us. So, you know, I don't. Let's see. Do I know anyone? For art stuff, I'm not gonna send you off to a gaming channel yet. But we're gonna go to here. I just want to say thank you again. I really appreciate all of you, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next stream. Have a good night. Bye bye.